to kind of modify my my readings to do shorter videos, so I'm just going to do a single rune reading at this stage, and hopefully get through all my requests that I've kind of backed up, and then once I'm all done with that, if I'm able to offer longer readings again in the future, and you're interested in something like that, I would be happy to do one for you. But for now, I think this is about the best I can do, so I apologize for that, but hopefully it'll still give you something to think about. So, I'm just going to do a general reading. I think that's kind of what you asked for. I'm not sure, since there's been a bit of time that's gone by, I don't know what you're really, what's going on in your life or whatever, so I'm hoping that this will just sort of give you something relevant to whatever you may be just dealing with in life at the moment. So, here we go. So this will be basically just an overview, just something to think about. And I guess as you listen to it, just see if anything in your mind, if anything pops into your mind in relation to anything that might be going on in your life. So hopefully it'll be something useful. Okay. Hang on, I just dropped a couple out of the bag. Or is it just one? No, it's just one. Maybe this is the one then. Okay, I'll do two for you. That one just fell out, and then I'll pick one. Okay, so these are both reversed, which often means that there's some blockage or resistance going on, and something standing in the way of whatever the sort of, full expression of these runes is. So I'm going to read the reversed interpretation and the upright interpretation for each. Because the reversed interpretation will kind of explain or give you an idea of what's going on at the moment, and the upright will give you an idea of what is possible but maybe being blocked in some way. So your first one, the one that just fell out of the bag, is called Laguz, and it is flow. And so I'll read the reversed first. Okay. A counsel against overreach and excessive striving. Drawing flow reversed is a warning against trying to exceed your own strength or operate beyond the power you have funded to date in your life. Laguz reversed often indicates a failure to draw upon the wisdom of instinct. As a result, the intuitive side of your nature may be languishing, leaving you out of balance. What is called for now is to go within, to honor the receptive side of your warrior nature. And then I'll read the upright. So this is flow and water. Unseen powers are active here, powers that nourish, shape, and connect. The attributes of this rune are water, fluidity, the ebb and flow of emotions, careers, and relationships. Laguz encourages you to immerse yourself in the experience of living without having to evaluate or understand. It speaks to the satisfaction of emotional needs, to the awakening of the intuitive or lunar side of your nature. For while the sun strives for differentiation, the moon draws myself from the outside as if someone else were judging me, if that makes any sense. That's kind of what I hear with this rune. And yeah, it's typically to do with emotions and intuition and things like that, so it's kind of a, it's an individual process, really. It's about getting in touch with yourself, I think, and just being able to and willing to accept whatever you find there, rather than trying to be the way you think you're supposed to be, or the way you have, promised to be, or something like that. So, I don't know if that rings any bells for you or anything, but sorry about that. I had to stop because there was some people making a bunch of noise. Alright, so your second rune is this one, Othila reversed. It's the rune of separation. So once again, I'll read the reversed interpretation and the upright. So, reversed, this is not a time to be bound by old conditioning and old authority. Consider not only what will benefit you, but what will benefit others, and act according to the light you possess now in your life. Because you may be called upon to undertake a radical departure from old ways, total honesty is required. Otherwise, through negligence or refusal to see clearly, you may cause pain to others and damage to yourself. Adaptability and skillful means are the methods to cultivate at this time, and still you must wait for the universe to act. Receiving this rune, remember, we do without doing, and everything gets done. Okay, and then upright, it says this. This is a time of separating paths. Old skins must be shed, outmoded relationships discarded. When you receive this rune, a peeling away is called for. Part of the cycle of initiation, Othila is a rune of radical severance. The appropriate action here is submission and quite possibly retreat, knowing how and when to retreat and possessing the firmness of will to carry it out. Real property is associated with Othila, for it is the rune of acquisition and benefits. However, the benefits you receive, the inheritance, may be derived from something you must give up. This can be particularly demanding when what you are called upon to abandon is some aspect of your behavior, a part of your cultural inheritance. For then, you must look closely at what, until now, you have proudly claimed as your birthright. Whether it is your attachment to your position in society, to the work you do, or even to beliefs about your own nature, the separation called for will free you to become more truly who you are. So that may be something that you need to, or could benefit from looking at, that you may be in resistance to at the moment. That's, that's normally what's indicated when you draw a reversed upside down rune. So, I do have to say that this reading is also quite relevant to my life at the moment, so it could be that I kind of hijacked your reading, and if that's the case, I apologize, but I'd be curious to know if it has anything to do with anything you're currently dealing with or thinking about, and yeah, hopefully it gave you something to work with. And once again, I apologize for the major delay in getting this done, and yeah, I hope everything's going well with you. Thanks again for your request.